Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we are going to be looking at some indie brands. Now, this has been suggested to me over and over and over again. You really wanted to see more indie brands on my channel, and I'm not very good at discovering new things, but I've had a lot of help from you and I've had some wonderful products gifted to me. So we're going to take a look at 5 indie brands. Today we're going to do a full face. Let's get into it. Please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up. So we're going to start off with eyes first, and this is called the Midwinter Dream Palette. This is from Ensley Rain Cosmetics, and this is just the cutest palette. These purples, oh my god, you can't see it. Right, I need to show you properly on camera because it looks incredible. Okay, my lighting's too bright. Maybe if I do that, there you go. Look at these shades. Look, I mean, these just look stunning. And this was very kind of gifted to me, not from the brand, but by Teresa Mulhern, whose channel you may be familiar with. She sent this to me, which was so kind and so nice, and I'm glad she did because, look at these. Okay, let's do it. I'm excited. Where's a thing? I'm actually not feeling so great, so what I'm gonna do here is switch into voiceover mode. It will still be me. Let's go. Okay, so I started off with this pink shade. I could not believe how incredibly pigmented this was. Like, it looks like pure bubblegum, like pure Pepto-Bismol. It looks absolutely insane. I actually didn't know what I was doing, so I started to create this really weird shape. That's another story. I then went for this deeper purple. Now, this did have a little bit of a struggle going on top of the other matte shade, so I did have to build it up quite a bit and tap on quite a bit of color, but that can be down to ingredients of a powder, which is fine. It worked eventually. It just took a little bit of time. Now, this color base from Beauty Creations. Beauty Creations, you would have seen me whenever I do a cut crease, this is what I use. And I have their full color range because they did this amazing collection where it was the color bases, the pencils, and gel liners all in the same color, if that makes sense. So you had 3 reds, 3 greens, and it looked amazing. So I bought them all. And I've used them since, and they're absolutely incredible. I haven't used it as an actual base yet because it does dry quite dry. That's why I use it to cut the crease. It doesn't dry too quick, so you do have a bit of time to play around with it, but then it doesn't dry ultra slow. It's a really good, perfect in between. I used a shimmer shade next. I wish I could have got this on camera a little bit more because it looked absolutely insane. Like, it captured the light. It had this really nice shift to it. I'm trying to catch it on the camera here and I just can't. But it was so nice, and the texture was like cream. I went in with this darker shade next. This one blended really well on top of the other mattes. It had no issue here. Blended beautifully. Now, I don't have any indie brand concealers, foundations. If you know any brands that do that, let me know, because I can't think of the top of my head who makes foundations and concealers all together. Okay, Caddy Cosmetics. These Velvet Puffs. Velvet Puffs, is that what they're called? I missed it. So beautiful. They come in a pack of 3. You get a really small one, a medium size, and then like quite a big one. And I've been using them non-stop. They sit next to me on my makeup desk. And they're just incredible to do concealer like I'm doing now, because you get that full coverage off the concealer but blends out perfectly into the skin. It doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look patchy in any way. It looks really soft, really smooth and velvet-like, and you can really get up in those little areas, you know, like tucked up right in that eye here. And I can also do what I do with a brush as well. I cut off the edge of my eye makeup just like this, in a straight line, because it's that teardrop shape, so you have that really nice point, and then blend it out. And I use this all over the face. This is amazing. I had, if you can see on the right hand side of my face, if you're looking at the screen, I have 2 blemishes there that are quite obvious. You can see them more now. And I'm going to show you how I use this puff to cover them up. So I put a bit of a concealer on, and bear in mind that this, you know, make sure that the product stays on full coverage but blends out incredibly. You can't see the blemishes at all, and the concealer is just almost like melted into my skin. You can see a little, bear in mind I don't have foundation on, so you can see a little bit against redness. I'll tell you when it's fully done. So you can see a little bit, but here It's completely blended in. It looks really, really smooth. It doesn't look like concealer. I would happily leave a house just like that and cover blemishes. I did cover my nose a little bit with the excess concealer on the puff. It was great. Kaleidos is one of my favorite brands. They do some incredible stuff. I actually don't use them enough on my channel. I really should. And this is their trio powder thing. I forgot the name, it came up. But look at the shade of this contour, and they do a really good shade selection as well. This is like a really perfect gray, great for contouring and sculpting the face. And because the palette comes with like a deeper shade and then a highlight shade as well, you can do a whole face. So I'm using the powder puff again. I'm going into the lighter shade just to kind of like highlight, but in a matte way, so not with like a cream or anything like that, just with a pure lighter shade. And I'm taking it everywhere I usually would with a powder puff. Now this isn't baking, we're not putting loads and loads and loads of powder on at all. We don't like that. And you still get really smooth results. I think I'm blending my contour a little bit here more because I think I covered it up a little bit. But look how just highlighted and bright the other side of her face looks. It's beautiful, wonderful powder. I love it. Blend Bunny Cosmetics have my attention at the moment. These palettes are so beautiful. I decided to go in with this kind of like dusky rose. It's like a burnt rose, like a pinky muted rose. It's very neutral, but at the same time packs a little bit of color. I just love this shade, and the pigmentation was quite intense, so you really don't use that much. I took it around the hairline as well, just to kind of continue that shade upwards. Then I decided I wanted to use this bright pink, so I did. And I stacked it on top of the contour and the blush. It is insanely pigmented, so I did have to work to kind of blend it out quite a bit. And I totally forgot that it actually came with its own brush, and I just completely forgot to use it. I was really annoyed at myself, actually. Okay, Jouer Cosmetics, I used this lip balm. It was really nice, but it was pretty much just my lip color. So I went in with a Caddy Cosmetics lip oil. These smell incredible, by the way. They smell like edible, so good. Just a little bit of hydration. Now, Caddy Cosmetics do these full lash collection. There's 5 lashes, I believe, for £15, which I think is a bargain. Like really beautiful corner lashes and ones that are a little bit longer. Such a bargain for such a huge set of lashes, and they look amazing. Okay, so that is a full face with those indie products. I really enjoyed using them. I thought they were so beautiful. The palettes are wonderful. The lashes, the puffs, everything. Let me know some of your favorite indie brands below. I will have links to everything down below for you also. Thank you so much for joining me. Give this video a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I will see you very soon. Bye.